I've had quite a number of parents say to me, my child is not listening to me anymore. Have you been there? Welcome here. My name is Wendy Ologe and you're welcome to Friday Brief with Coach Wendy. I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy and I'm called Africa's #1 parent coach. Have you ever had that episode where you are now shouting, please help me? These children are no longer listening. So today I saw a post on a popular influencer's Facebook post, and then she goes, what do I do really? Because there have been a lot of talks about teenage children. How do we manage this thing? Is there a WhatsApp group for us? Come closer. Let me tell you. The one thing that makes your child stop listening to you, do you know what that one thing is? Stay here. I will let you know. Have you ever felt like you're speaking to the wall when you're talking to your child? You repeat instructions again and again. Pick up your shoes. Do your homework. Say sorry. At first, they are responding. My children listen to me. They do everything I say, yes, at the beginning. But over time, you begin to realize that it's as if your words now dissolve in the air. Now you're looking for that WhatsApp group. Yes, you're in the right place. The truth is, children don't stop listening by accident. If you're wondering, why doesn't my child listen to me anymore? The reason is that listening is a relational behavior. It's not a cognitive behavior. A child's brain learns to tune in and tune out based on how it feels in the moment of the communication. Now, let's talk science. Because I'm a science person, I love to be able to bring science to fore. Medical science is interesting, right? Coming from the medical background, it makes it interesting to actually get to listen to all of these and how it connects to science. Neuroscience tells us that the human brain filters information through emotions first, not logic. So there's a limbic system, especially the amygdala. It scans every interaction. And one key question it asks is, am I safe here? So if a child senses tension, criticism, constant correction, the brain will shift into a defensive mood. So in this mood, listening shuts down and then self-protection switches on. So when you speak, even with a lot of the good intentions that you have, the child's brain may not be receiving guidance. It will be receiving threat. So one thing that makes your child stop listening to you is emotional disconnection. Write it down in the comment section. Yes, it's not the tone. Do you know that if you're connected emotionally to your child, no matter the tone, you will be able to repair easily than when you don't have any connection? Yeah. So it's not the number of times you're repeating yourself either. Oh, some people say, oh, it's because I nag, because I talk and talk and talk. No. If you lose that emotional balance, then of course it becomes a problem. It's actually the moment when your child feels unseen, unheard, and constantly criticized. So the relationship is what stops feeling safe. It's not really that they stop listening. So from that point, your words will lose weight. And not because you lost authority, but because connection was replaced with control. So sometimes people say, oh, is it the raised voice that is the problem? It's not always only the raised voice. So I've seen children. So people say, oh, is it that, I stopped yelling at my children, but yet they are emotionally disconnected. You can actually stop yelling at your children and yet they will still listen to you. There's a flip side to it. If you connect with your children, they will actually listen. Now, here is what is really happening. Children feel emotionally connected. The mirror neurons in the brain gets activated. Now, these are the brain cells that are responsible for empathy, for imitation, and for trust. So they make children want to align with the person they feel safe with naturally. Remember that the logical part of the brain isn't developed till the child is about 24 to 26. So if you're dealing with your child, you need to understand that part. So when you actually raise a voice at an adult or emotionally disconnect with an adult, it doesn't have the same effect with that of a child. It's a different conversation altogether. Now, but when the connection now begins to weaken, now impatience, yelling, shame, the mirror neurons will go quiet. So instead, the brain will begin to release cortisol. Now, cortisol is the stress hormone, which interferes with listening, with reasoning, and with memory. So no matter how right your words are, they say the right words are possible. Yeah, it can be right, but the brain literally can't process them. Because in the time where you are actually talking, right, there's a disconnection happening. What's the way out? The way out is connect before you correct. I have a book, in fact, my very first book is called Connect to Correct. Connect to Correct is that book you need to read If you're going to get out of this quagmire, you need to connect to correct. Get down to their level. Be able to, because the brain actually comes through safety cues, not power cues. So your first pointer is get this book, Connect to Correct. Talking about books. In just 48 hours, pre-order for these 6 books that you can see on the screen: Raising the Social Genius, Raising a Lifelong Learner, Parenting Reset, Parenting Stories from the Bible, Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro, and the Camp Parenting Framework. All of these 6 books, we move from 48,000 to 60,000 naira for all of the 6 of them. The beautiful thing is that there are a lot of perks that you get for getting these 6 new books. You get free workbooks, you get access to a course called the Parenting Reset, and that community is going to help you a lot. Now, another thing that you want to do to be able to find a way out of this whole "my child is not listening to me," regulate yourself first. A deregulated adult cannot regulate a child. Children borrow our calm, not our chaos. When you are deregulated, your child will be deregulated. So, one of the things that you need to do is to regulate yourself, build yourself. There was a time that the parent was having a lot of issues with the son, and then came to me, and all I said to the parent was, read the book, Raising the Emotionally Skilled Child. And that was it. Because the parent needed to know how to handle themselves before they can handle their child. Number 3, listen to be listened to. When you model listening, the child learns that communication is reciprocal, not hierarchical. Most of us actually think that communication is about hierarchy, sort of, response. So our children want to respond, but we're not really in that space. And then lastly, use short, clear statements. The prefrontal cortex, like I said earlier, which is also responsible for attention, matures gradually. So too many words will overwhelm the prefrontal cortex. Now, and it will tune out, and that happens faster than you can imagine. Now, so when your child is not listening, don't ask, what's wrong with this child? Instead, ask, what's happening to our connection? That's the shift that will happen to you after you listen to this video. We run an annual parenting system where we actually had parents join a community called the Inner Circle Program. And in the Inner Circle Program, our major focus is to create connection tools that will actually help our children connect with parents. Now, when parents get into the inner circle, the first thing we do is to give them, you will get tools daily for 365 days that you use to connect with your child on a daily basis. Because children don't listen to people they fear, they listen to people they trust. Actually, scratch that. People listen to people they trust. They might do what you want them to do because they're afraid of you. But the truth of the matter is that if you really want them to trust you, then you need to actually listen. And then, every time you choose calm over control, you are rebuilding that bridge that makes listening possible again. One of my latest books is called Parenting Reset. And if you really want to do your parenting differently in this time, then you need a reset, and you need to do it fast. Remember that one of the things that will keep your parenting grounded is that you're learning. Get books. Get into the Inner Circle. It's a parenting academy. Every single one of us needs one today. I hope to see you there. The next cohort for the Parenting Academy Inner Circle program starts on the 1st of December. Don't miss to be there. All of the details to actually register is in the link in description. I look forward to having you in the academy. And yes, don't forget to share this, to click that subscribe button, and to make it go viral to every parent who needs to hear this. My name is Wendy Ologe. See you again next week. And if you are anywhere around United Kingdom and in your city, yes, you heard me right. We're going to be in Birmingham live tomorrow, and we're going for the TIP Summit United Kingdom. If you're around Birmingham, you're around that axis, join us on Saturday. Details to also register will be in the description of this video. See you there, and see you again next Friday.